When you've got an AI teammate in the rec or proving grounds, we've got some tips for success and pitfalls to avoid.
First, try the give and go. When you pass the AI the ball, you can press pass to immediately get the ball right back, making for a quick move to score or a shot.
If your opponents start a double team, that AI is going to be wide open. Pass to them at least once a quarter to keep them honest and take the wide open shots.
If the AI's matchup is trying to take shots over their AI defender, switch your matchup to them with the right bumper to give them a different look and break up that strategy. Keep them guessing out there.
And offensively, AI defenders can be hard to shake. Set screens for others or utilize the pick and roll to open up options on the floor.
AI can be an asset on the floor, so make sure to make them part of the team.
It's April Fools, and we always like to have fun here on 2K TV, so we decided, why not take Team 2K TV and go to the rec with an all-guard lineup. All 5 players are
up next, the Thunder taking on the Pistons. For Oklahoma City, they've been aggressive and they've been good. 8 wins in their last 10 games. This team looks to grow even stronger with another statement win here tonight. Pistons, Thunder, tip-off right after this. Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. Alongside, here are the starters for Oklahoma City. SGA and Williams play the 2 and the 3. Holmgren is out there with Toumani Camara, and it's Mitchell in at the point. And for Detroit, we've got Cade Cunningham. He's out there with Matisse Thybulle. Duran out there with Toppin, and it's Fields in at the 4. Stan, these teams have both accumulated some promising young talent, setting themselves up for the future.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch these young stars compete. But I'm even more interested to see how these teams develop in the coming years.
Toppin's shot is off. And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. Charity stripe shot. Mitchell misses. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Off target from three-point range. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. I brought up Jalen Williams, and Coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but Coach seems confident that it'll get results. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Chalk up 2 there. Mitchell's got 5 now.
A 6 playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
Pass to Fields. Back to Cunningham. Rejected by Holmgren.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
And Mitchell with the slam.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin. Yeah, he's really on. He needs to stop forcing things and move that ball.
Lets it go from deep. Duran with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Up top, Thybulle. SGA covering. And here's Cunningham outside. Cunningham can't get that one to fall.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
City basketball.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. From deep, Mitchell knocks down the long J. 10 points for him.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
And the Pistons call time here. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at the Pistons. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat.
Right now for Detroit, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. There's the three. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Still without a basket in the game. To win the drought, rejected by Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell. Pass to Fields. Outside Thibault. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Williams' shot is good.
And getting out in transition has really helped fuel this run.
Cunningham outside. Now Toppin. Pass to Fields. Puts up a three. The Thunder pull it in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Fires from deep. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Mitchell against Cunningham. Pass to Toppin. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Thunder leading by 18. Mitchell's shot is good.
Again. I mean, just weak fast break defense.
Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Cunningham on the wing. Over Mitchell. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
5 to shoot from outside the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Left side Mitchell. Three-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Pass to Toppin. Out to the wing. Here's Fields. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Here's Mitchell. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Pass to Fields. Thibault on the wing. His first shot coming late, and it's Holmgren with a rebound.
2 minutes.
Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Mitchell launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Mitchell's got 33.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Toppin passes to Duren. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Mitchell. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Cunningham against Mitchell. Goes up from the block. Rejected by Mitchell.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Puts up a deep three. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Cunningham against Mitchell. Pass to Toppin. Here's Fields. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Just 5 on the clock. Misses off the left iron.
This has not been his quarter so far. He needs to find a way to get going here.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
It's time for some team free.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's King. A little mid-range shot is up. Count the basket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Cunningham outside. To halt the run. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more. Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Smith. Kamara comes in for Jalen Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for Wallace. And Mitchell subbed in for Topic.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
We've got Toppin, Matisse Thybulle out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Clemens in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Out of bounds, it'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against Boston put on a show. He dropped an amazing number of points and was such a menace on the defensive end. Steals galore. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Thanks, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
It's Clemens missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Mitchell's got 7 points here in the quarter. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Fields. Toppin outside. Thybulle on the wing. Lets a 3 fly. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Team's shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Mitchell, first personal foul. First team foul.
And Detroit has possession. Here's Clemens. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Now here's Mitchell. Non-stop scoring machine right here.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Thibault passes to Clemens. Sweet little floater. Clemens has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
The 3 from Mitchell. Good. Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Clemens passes to Toppin. Pass to Clemens. Drills it from deep. Clemens has got 9 points.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
The 3 from Mitchell connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Stolen by Mitchell. From downtown. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Stolen by Mitchell. And good. There's another.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it's stagnated in the 90s, but it is back.
And Coach must have had a really good look at this one. He called a coach's challenge for the out-of-bounds violation.
This call is all about viewing perspective. A lot of times a coach may have a better view of this call than the official. It's really just a matter of where the action takes place on the court.
Hey, when you're on the bench and see what looks like an obvious mistake on this call, you almost have to challenge. No matter when it comes in the game, you don't want to surrender any possessions. And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
Here's Clemens. 9 points in the game. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Duren.
What timing on the alley-oop from Duren. That speaks to the chemistry and connection he has with his guy.
Nails it from 3.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's
in the
Clemens.
first half.
Check by Mitchell. Pass to Toppin. And Mitchell over to help. Here's Clemens. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Clemens has got 12 points in the game. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Coming into this, having notched to win against Boston in their last game.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Mitchell misses.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that? Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors. The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
And some changes here for Detroit. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Duren. And it's Holland in for Toppin. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Williams is checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Clemens. Rejected by Holmgren.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector. And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
The three from Mitchell. Pure from three-point range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Holland. Tipped. And he's all alone.
And that's what we expect from Williams, just taking it up strong.
Second personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Oklahoma City. Williams taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And when you talk about do-it-all kind of players, Jalen Williams quickly jumps to mind. And the scary thing is, he's only going to keep getting better.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Oklahoma City ahead, running away with it.
33. The Thunder. 86.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. SGA and Williams play the 2 and the 3. Toumani Camara out there with Holmgren. And it's Mitchell in at the 1.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
The offensive rebound. Duren, soft touch off the glass. Duren's gotten his second bucket on the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And that one's good. Mitchell.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Here's Cunningham. Again, the miss by Cunningham.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Cunningham against Mitchell. Williams looking around. Shot from the low post is good. Williams has got 6.
Yeah, and the balance and level of concentration Williams has is incredible. He makes scoring on physical defense look so easy.
Cunningham against Mitchell. Fires at the elbow. Misses off the right iron.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. BA, back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Toppin passes to Duran. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Well, that is a solid screen by Duran. And then the big man rolls right into scoring position.
Here's Mitchell. And another one.
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mambo right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire. Thibault passes to Duran. Shoots over Holmgren. Mitchell grabs a miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Fires away from Wow!
Unbelievable.
Wow! How about that?
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
And it's Cunningham missing.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Fires from way outside. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Thibault. Can they get it? Rebounded by Kamara. And Williams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Holmgren. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Anthony misses.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Kept alive. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Wiley's got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Fields. Let's go with the 3. Oh! Drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the
Substitution on the court.
A 3 off the inbound. Buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
They've got Duran, Holland out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Fields in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Mitchell, rebounded by the Pistons. Lively's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Holland. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And Mitchell with the slam.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Detroit has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. And Mitchell with the slam.
I love his versatility around the rim. That time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it. Cunningham finds Lively. To the left wing. And King pulls it down. The Thunder have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Here's Mitchell. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Here's Fields. Paul with some nice D.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down his offense.
Mitchell up top. He's watched by Cunningham. Again! What an avalanche! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Looking to get back on track. Sinks that one from the post.
Greedy 2 points there from Cunningham. He's added that toughness over time.
From deep, Mitchell. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his 3-point shot tonight.
Pass to Holland. And he's going for the lob. And the dunk by Duren.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Mitchell misses. And for the Pistons, they're shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Holland can't hit. Oklahoma City has gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the fourth. Mitchell, good.
Yeah, and he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And they're on the break. And Mitchell with the slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Cunningham. 3-pointer. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense click.
Here's Holland. Launches a 3. Hauled in by Paul.
It's been a challenging quarter for them, and his offensive inconsistency is a driving factor.
And Mitchell with the slam.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Cunningham passes to Fields. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Thunder shooting has been incredible, 72%.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Here's Holland. Oh, Paul with the block.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Right, the pass to Mitchell. Good! That's another bucket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. Smith, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Kamara comes in for Paul. Now Mitchell fires away from way outside.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
And good, Clemens.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Thunder.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And certainly a point of pride. They've now won 50 games this year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the chosen one.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Hartenstein passes to Cunningham. Good work defensively by Mitchell.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
From beyond the arc, and then some.
For 3.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Clemens. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Cunningham throws it down.
Look at him get up. Cade has some hops now.
From deep, Mitchell. And again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. So it's Oklahoma City now. From the arc. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible.
To support your team, make sure to get home safely, and we'll see you at the next sporting event.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.